Hey guys, I'm Greg. Welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Let's go see what's in the fridge today, guys. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer, we're going to do a local beer here. This is Save the Galaxy, the 2017 edition. Uh, they must have done this last year and I did not get my hands on any of this. They didn't either bottle it. It must have been a brewery only. You had to go there to get the draft version of this. This is the 2017 and they're bottling this year. Last year's was a 7 point something percent. It was an IPA. This is an 8.3 percenter with 83 IBUs. It is a double or imperial IPA. Beer Advocate does not have the 2017 listed. They have the regular version listed. So we're throwing them out. They're not going to be included on this beer because it's different. It's an imperial double. ABV is wrong. IBUs are wrong. Everything is wrong on that, so we're not using them on this site. They need to update their information. Or nobody, being a local beer, maybe nobody has commented or posted on the 2017 edition. So we're not going to use them. It's between me and Untapped here on this one. So let's get on with this. Like I told you, 8.3 ABV, 83 IBUs, and the name of this beer is Save the Galaxy. Well, with that name, I would have thought maybe they're using Galaxy hops exclusively on this. Nope. I know the head brewer there, Mike, great guy, super brewer. I mean, makes some really good stuff. So he's in charge there. And I knew the brewer before that, Ryan. He's doing something else now at another brewery in another state. So the commercial description here on Untapped: a solid malt backbone complements the copious use of Citra and Mosaic hops in this IPA, and it's not an IPA, and it still has that on the bottle here. It says, Save the Galaxy, India Pale Ale, Parkway Brewing. Then up here in the corner it says 90 IBUs. So they have 83 listed here on Untapped, and that's not right. So the IBUs are even wrong. So, and it says 8.3% alcohol by volume. Well, guys, in my book, when it gets above 8%, that's a double or imperial. They have the ABUs correct on Untapped, but they have the IBUs wrong. It says 90 on the bottle, it says 83 here. So, a whole lot of misinformation going around on this particular brewery here. And this is the closest brewery to my house. As the crow flies, it's probably about 2 or 3 miles from here. So, and they have a really nice brewery there. They have live bands there multiple times a week, food trucks, and places to sit inside and outside when the weather permits. A really, really nice brewery. So if you're in the vicinity of Roanoke Valley, I'm sure you've probably already been there by now. And if you haven't, you need to check them out. So let's get on with this. I've done the commercial description, ABV, IBUs, and like I said, we're going with what's on the bottle, and it says 90 IBUs. So I do consider this an imperial, even though it says a regular IPA even on the label. Mike, Kino, y'all need to say double IPA on the label, just not a IPA. Just my 2 cents, guys. Just my 2 cents. So I had this at the brewery when I was there the last time, and they said, we're bottling this now. So it showed up at the local Kroger stores down here where my wife works, and she said, they've got this down here, you want me to get it? And I said, yeah, pick up the 6-pack. Let's give it a whirl. So that's what we're going to do. I like to support the local guys. I really, really do. Nothing else we need to talk about. So let's stop talking. We've got all the information other than a bottled on date. And let me tell you here, it says parked on 10/03/17. So it's right at just a hair over a month old, maybe 5 weeks, guys. So fairly fresh. And that's the freshest I could get my hands on at the grocery store. 5 weeks. Now, a lot of you guys, Rico, Greg, and a lot of you guys get beers that are that day, that week. I can't do that here. Like I said, this has to go from the brewery to the distributor, and then from the distributor it goes to the store. So it takes a while for that process to happen. Distribution is pretty horrible here. It takes a while to get it in the store. So let's stand this up. Guys, while I'm pouring this, cuisines, barbecue, cheese and pepper, Monterey, pepper jack, sharp blue cheddar, bunch of cheeses, meat, game, grilled meat and salmon, ice for a sniffer, tulip oversized wine glass. And it says here, according to Beer Advocate, because it's over 80%, oh yeah, you can sell her that. No, you can't. It's got a date on it here. They put that on there so you can drink it fresh as you can get it. Man, almost a finger of head on that is very clear. This is not an unfiltered or a New England style beer. This is a nice rich amber color. Definitely looks like a filtered beer to me, guys. Looks like I said, I can't get New England style beers around here. Ballast Point's doing one, but they're not canning it or bottling it. So closest one that I know that's doing it around here is in Richmond. Maybe Bale Brewing or one of those guys out there. And they're not distributing here. So I can't get them. And I'm not driving 3 hours to Richmond to get them. Sorry, don't have time. Alright, let's get a nose on it. A little bit of citrusy notes. A little bit of pine going on there. Nice maltiness to it. But it's not a, to me it smells like an East Coast style IPA, guys. It's not a West Coast style, it's not a New England style. Got a decent hop presence for an East Coast style beer. Stabby. Pretty tasty beer, not an expensive beer. $10 for a 6-pack for an 8.3% double IPA. Reasonable. I'll be using 90, seemed to be a little high to me, but it's a double. But you know, it can vary all over the scale there, depending on how well the beer is made and how much bitterness you're going to get. They might say 70 and be real bitter, and they might say 120 and not so bitter. So that's all relevant to the beer and how well it's produced. To me, guys, a very nice double IPA. Based on the East Coast style. Very easy drinking. Seems to be a well-made beer, a balanced beer. It doesn't have too much bitterness for the malt that's used in the beer. A decent beer. Probably something that I would probably buy again, being an 8.3%er and being less, $10 or less for a 6-pack. And if I can get it a month old, 5 weeks old, that's better than buying Bell's Two Hearted Ale that comes here and it's 3 months old when it shows up in the grocery stores. So nice beer, well done, Mike. Make us a New England style, brother, and put it in a bottle. Don't make us come to the brewery, and I do show up there occasionally, but I don't do a lot of drinking and driving. I do most of my drinking here, either go-to beers when I'm not reviewing beers, or stuff that my wonderful subscribers send me, Rico, Greg, Adam, Michael, David. I mean, the list could go on and on and on. There's so many people that send me beer, and the breweries too. But I would like to see somebody around here do something in a New England style that is packaged and you don't have to go to the brewery to get it. So That's where my palate's at. That's what I'd like to see. And a lot of these breweries do some excellent dark beers, some barrel aged beers and stuff like that around here. And now if we're getting into the winter time, a lot more of those are going to be showing up. A lot of stores, even the Krogers down here, don't even carry a lot of dark beers most of the year until it starts getting to this time of the year, and then they'll start showing up. So I like dark beers all year round. I don't start off with them, and I don't drink them exclusively, but I like to finish up with one. Well, let me stop rambling on and sip on this for a little bit and see what we end up with. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. Decent beer. Not world class or outstanding, blow my hair back or socks off or anything like that. A nice, reasonably priced double IPA, especially for my local brewery. Found it very enjoyable. I found that the dating, being around 5 weeks old, is pretty typical for the time it takes for them to brew it, package it, get it to the distributor, then to the store, and then you to pick it up. About par, because the distribution is very slow around here. Like I said, I did enjoy this beer. I don't find it world class, outstanding, blowing my hair back or anything like that. But I think it's a tasty East Coast style IPA. So, final chug. For the style that it is, which to me tastes like East Coast style. It doesn't have that up in your face, super hot, pungy profile, pineapple, grapefruit, pine, all that going on. I found it very tasty. I don't think it's quite to the A category, guys. Pretty damn close, especially since they're giving us the IBUs, the ABV, and the bottled on date. I'm on the fence between the B plus and the A minus, and I could go either way right now still, guys. It doesn't say West Coast style, it doesn't say New England style, it doesn't say anything like that on the bottle, but they are putting all 3 bits of information. I am going to go ahead and step up to the plate and give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm wanting to give it to B plus, but I'm going to go ahead and give it to A minus since it does have all 3 of those bits of information. If it said West Coast style on it, it would not get that grade. But it does not say that. It doesn't even say it's a double IPA. It says IPA, and it's an 8.3%. So I would tell them put double or imperial IPA on here, not just IPA with this ABV. But I do appreciate them giving us the ABV, the IBUs, and the bottled on date on here. Like I said, and I like to support your local breweries. It doesn't say anything other than what it is, other than saying IPA when it should be say double. 90, that's what I'm going to put this beer, just barely into the A minus category. And only because of that, local brewery. I know a lot of the guys over there, especially the head brewer and the ex-head brewer, and I support those. I go out there and have beers there occasionally, not very often, because I don't like to drink and drive. So I'll go out there and have 1 or 2, then I come home and it's while the sun is still up, because I'm not out at night when it's dark, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 2 o'clock in the morning. Homie don't play that no more. It's not worth it. And like I said, Beer Advocate doesn't even have the right beer listed here. They have it listed, but it's like evidently last year's when it was a 7 point some percenter. This is a 2017 edition of it. So I like to give these guys, my local guys, my homies, the benefit of the doubt, especially since they're giving us all that information. So if you're local, I don't know how far out the Parkway distribution system is as far as the distributors putting it out. I think it does go pretty far out as far as Virginia. I don't know what other states it goes to. So with that being said, nice beer, reasonably priced, decent beer, and more than likely I would probably buy it again. With that being said, any of you guys that have actually been able to get your hands on this, especially the 2017 edition, and it has the 8.3%. Let me know what you think. Until we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.